How's it going, Diablo 2 fans? Thank you guys for checking out my video, and today I'm bringing you a very special project that I've been working on for a while, and this is the project of farming declone until I get a perfect Anni charm to drop, which you will see at the very end of the video. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and do a comment shout out from a previous video that I did. And this comment comes from Joey Bedefuko, who was very appreciative of getting a shout out. And this is my way to be able to kind of say thank you to you guys. I really am appreciative of anybody who clicks on my video, and for anybody that is able to watch the whole thing through, thank you guys so very much. It makes creating these videos a lot more fun, and it is something that I really enjoy doing. So for those of you that are able to watch the whole thing through, I greatly appreciate it. But for those that don't have the time to be able to watch the whole video, or just looking for a specific section that they are interested in, there's always going to be discussion timestamps at the top of the video description that you are welcome to use as you wish. And they will always be labeled, so there is no reason for you to not see any specific part that you are most interested in. This is also a continuation video from a previous video I did where I identified 30 Anni charms. Also from my Uber Frenzy Bar build video, I also did farm one Anni charm in that video. So I am right now technically starting at number 32, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna put it to number 1. That way it's easier for you guys, the viewers, to be able to track how many runs this actually took when farming declone. In this video, I'm going to be identifying every single Anni charm that drops. However, I'm not going to be showing on screen for an extended period of time every single roll that's going to happen. I'm only going to highlight some of the ones that are actually worth showing when it comes to what I was able to find, including the 1010s, the 2020s, and a couple of the ones that are actually exceptional if I was to not found a perfect 2020-10. With that said, let me go ahead and answer a couple of things that maybe people are going to be asking in the comment section, and that's going to be, one, how did I get declone to spawn so often? Because in this video, they're going to be well over 500 runs. There's going to be nowhere close to 1,000, thankfully, but there was a lot of runs done in this video, and it's because of the trick that I used in a previously made video where I show how to be able to get declone to spawn faster in your game, and I actually used the way to get him to spawn immediately in the game, so that way I can just farm him over and over and over again. Second thing I want to go over is what was the build that I used for this video, and that's going to be the same exact declone and Uber Frenzy Bar build that I made in a previous video. And the only difference from that build to this build is I was using one of the crafted blood gloves that I made in a previous video as well. And the third thing people might ask is, does the player settings have any effect on how the actual Anni charms are going to drop? And the answer is going to be no. The Anni charms are going to drop regardless if it's on players 1 or if it's on players 8. The only difference that you're going to see is the effectiveness in how you kill declone. If you have a players 1 set, it's going to be a lot easier to kill, obviously, than if it's going to be on players 8. He's going to not have any better of a drop for an Anni charm when it comes to players 8. Kind of like when it comes to farming champions and boss packs, you can do it on players 8 if you are looking for the experience, but if you're just trying to get your runtime to be at a minimum so that way you can clear a lot more in a lot less time, just stick to players 1 and it's just going to be that much better for you and also help with survivability. With that said, let's jump into the video.
Now I think you shall have your rewards.
Now, for anybody that's trying to figure it out, what are the drop rates for a perfect Anni charm? There are 3 variables on an Anni charm that we have to consider, and that's going to be your attributes, your resistances, and your experience gain. Now, when it comes to your attributes and your resistances, you have the exact same numbers that would be able to roll, and there are 11 numbers to consider, which is going to be from 10 to 20. So you have 11 numbers on both, so that's going to be 11 times 11 times the 6 different numbers that are going to be able to roll on your experience gain from 5 to 10. And therefore, you would get 1 in 726 chance for a perfect Anni charm to drop, which means you have just as much of a chance for a perfect Anni charm to drop as you would for an anti-perfect Anni charm to drop. With that said, let's check out the runs and see what did drop. Nice. All 10s on run 10. I just hope that's honestly a good sign for actually having this end a little bit sooner, because this is going to be otherwise a very long project. Cool. So right off the bat, within 25 runs, I have my first 2020 charm. So unfortunately, it was the complete opposite end of the spectrum that I was looking for, as it was a 2025, but still, thankfully, within 25 runs, if I was not able to get a perfect one or was trying to farm for one, I would actually be very happy with this. Okay, cool. So, I mean, another 2020 is still on the low end, but it's 1% better than I had. So within 100 runs so far, I have 2 chances of getting a 2020. So that's really, really good RNG. Just a couple of runs later, I get my second 10-10-10. So, man, it's almost like it goes one and then another. So it's a 10-10, then a 20-20, and 10-10, then 20. Oh man, I hope I don't end up collecting all the different versions of the 10-10s and 20-20s before I get the perfect one. Dang it. Okay, so I have my second 10-10 charm. So right now I have 2 10-10s and 2 20-20 variants. So it's not looking good for getting the perfect one before I collect everything else. Okay, so this actually is a perfect one to kind of highlight because I tried talking about this in my torch identification video, so I'll be able to just reiterate it here. When it comes to the stats, the one that is most important to focus on is the resistances over the attributes, because for the attributes, you could potentially get gear that is really helpful with being able to boost some of your attributes. Like for example, if your focus is needing to have enough strength to be able to equip your gear, you can get, like for example, the blood gloves that I was able to craft. There were quite a bit of gloves that rolled plus the strength, and the numbers will vary, but at least it'll be able to help you with your attributes, versus this is going to be really helpful when it comes to boosting resistances, because if you were to have, for example, a 20-10-10, that would be nowhere near as important as if you were to get something like a 10-20-10 like you see here. So I, again, just want to be able to reiterate to you guys, where if you are doing only a handful of runs and this is one of the charms that you get and you don't have the chance to be able to do more runs, this is a good charm to be able to use, because honestly the attributes don't really matter too much, but your resistances should. Oh my god. Oh man. That's cool, but it's kind of a bummer, and it's just because I'm a perfectionist and this whole thing is centered around finding a 20-20-10. So within, what's the run count right now? It's like 119-ish or something like that. So this, oh man, it's just one number off. A couple of runs later and I get yet another 10-10 variant. Oh man, I'm gonna end up collecting all of them. I know it. Dang it. This is a good one too. And this is, if only it just rolled the other way where it was 19-20-10. Dang it. Another 10-10. Okay, I mean, honestly, I can't really be mad at that because, I mean, I'm pretty bummed and pissed, but I mean, this is just as rare as getting an actual 2010, so why? Damn it. Ugh. Another one. Awesome. There's one number shy on runs from it being even funnier. I have now all but a 10-10-9, and I honestly have a feeling I'm going to get that one before the 22-10. So I'm collecting all 10-10s. I just know it deep down. I'm collecting it. And with that said, 5 runs later, I complete, let me see. Yep, that is it. It's done. I have all 10-10 variant charms when it comes to experience gain from 5 to 10 for the 2010. So, damn it. Okay, like, why? Hopefully this is a good visual for you guys if you're trying to do the same kind of project. Maybe it's not worth it to try to go for the one that keeps getting away, because it's almost like trolling at this point, and that's the thing that sucks. This game is trolling me. Wow. I don't even know why I'm surprised anymore. Just one number. That's all I want, is one more than what I've already gotten. Just one. Finally, there we go. 2010 done. I'm over this. I get to finally go to sleep. It is 3 o'clock in the morning here. I am just done. Later. To recap the Anni charms that we got, let's go ahead and take a look at what the results were. So after almost 700 runs, we have, as I stated throughout the runs, collected all the different variants for the experience gained with the 1010s, and then we also do have a couple, not all the 2020s, but we do have the 2025, 2026, and we have doubles of that, the 2027, two 2029s, and then the perfect 2020-10, as you can see here. And then the honorable mentions are going to be the 2019-10 and then also the 10-20-10. So obviously through all these runs, there's tons of different variants on the attributes, the resistances, and the experience gained. However, this project was to be able to highlight how long it could take. Obviously for you guys with incredible RNG, you could get it on the very first try. It could take you over 500 runs, 1,000 runs, 3,000, whatever the case is. But hopefully with this, you're able to get a good idea as to how long it could take and what the actual drop chances would be for a perfect 2020-10. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There's going to be a secondary video that I'm going to put out. It's going to be for those that play LOD on single player plugy. It's not going to be for PD2. It's going to be for just the regular LOD players because that's what I play. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that video when it does come out. It should be out within a day or two of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and for any of you guys that like this content and want to see more, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification to be notified whenever a new video comes out, because I do try to put out videos at least once a week for Diablo 2 content. If not, I will make sure to give you guys updates on my community posts. And if you liked this video, please give it a like and a share so that way it can help me with the algorithm. With all that said, I hope you guys are all staying safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.